This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Overland Ember travel trailer, model 171 FB. Okay, so this is a how-to video. It's not a sales video. I'm just going to show you some of the features of this trailer and how they work, okay? So we have regular crank-down stabilizers, but you do have a power awning with an LED strip, okay? This is a spray port right here. Hook a coil sprayer to it for water. That is the vent for your range hood, and always make sure the vent's open when you're venting to the outside with the fan and your range hood. Okay. Just power right there. Here we have a refrigerator and a griddle. Just remember that the griddle, let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Now, one more try. There we go. This has a cord, an LP line with a quick connect that you plug in under the trailer. It will be plugged in, let's see, right here. So you gotta, to get LP to the system, you have to plug that in. If I can do this one-handed again. Sorry about the camera work. Okay, I'll do that when I've got two hands. Okay. So you have a refrigerator also. These are wheel chocks here. You pull those out till this piece here rubs on the tire, and you got a bar that comes with it that allows you to put some leverage on it. Okay. Try this once again here. There you go. Okay, that's better. Get it in the mud here. Okay, so the front compartment. You just have storage here. That is your dump hose kit right there. Now this is wired for backup cameras. So you have a rear backup camera housing, and then you have these two side housings, one on this side, one on the other. This is a Furrion kit, and you can just get if you're interested, you can just get the backup camera if you want it, or you can get the 3-camera kit. We sell them here, you can get them elsewhere. Just make sure that when you buy it, you get the proper kit to fit these housings, okay? This is your LP here, two 20-pound tanks which are full. This is your battery here. You can add as many batteries as you choose. Just make sure you wire them so they always put out 12 volts. Don't wire them so it doubles up, turns 12 into 24, that sort of thing. You want to wire them so you keep the 12 volt output, you just increase the storage capacity, okay? This is your tongue jack and breakaway. That's operated right here. Just like that, okay? This is the kill switch for your battery right here. This is the bar I told you about to put leverage on your wheel chocks. That's the 3/4 inch crank for the stabilizers. That's your sprayer right there. Okay. This trailer has it inverts power plus it converts power. Inversion is starting with 12 volt DC in a battery. It takes the 12 volt DC, then it inverts it to 110 AC. That would happen right here. I can turn it on, you can see it light up there. That begins to invert from your battery. The advantage to that is if you're boondocking someplace and you don't have any AC power, you're just running off battery and solar panel, that sort of thing, you can run a small AC appliance inside, because this inverter sends the 110 AC right to the receptacles inside. So if you got, let's say, an AC coffee pot you want to plug in, you can do that. Just turn on the inverter, work with it, and then when you're done, shut the inverter off, okay? This also has tank heaters. So each one of your holding tanks has heating pads on it, so it extends your camping season. All right. When it comes to bypassing your water heater, you do that here. All right. There's another port to plug in your oil square, just like the one on the other side. You have your tanks here, black and gray. You also have a black tank flush here. So if you're going to use that, you hook the hose of the dump station to here, you dump your black tank, and you leave your valve in the open position before you turn the water on. So remember that. Always have it open when you're turning on the water. You can run your pump from out here too. You can also run it from inside. You have your regular city water connection here. You just hook the hose right on there and you're all set. If you look at these pictures here, let's say to winterize, you would have it in this position here, plus you would bypass the water heater, right? Normal city camping with city water hookups, you do this one right here. It would be this one right here. If you're dry camping, first you have to fill the tank. So let's say you're going camping someplace that doesn't have any city water hookups. You can put the valves in this configuration with your hose right on here, and you can fill your fresh water tank and take the water with you. Then you would put it in the dry camping mode right here and turn on the water pump, and all the plumbing will work as though you have city water, but you'll be pumping it out of your tank. So there are different options, okay? These are just cable in and through. You have satellite, cable, and auxiliary. So this is in case you wanted to purchase a solar battery charger kit, like a Go Power kit, whatever. It's just an option, okay? So that's basically how all your water connections are. This is a vent for your Truma. Now the Truma, I'll talk to you about it inside. The Truma is a water heater plus furnace together. It runs on AC power, it runs on LP gas. There's a zillion features. So I'll talk to you about that when we get inside, okay? Your slide out's right here. Just so you know, this is a Schwintek slide out. If you need to know, you just tell somebody it's a Schwintek and they'll know what you're talking about. There are different types, obviously. You have your 30-foot, 30-amp short cord right here. Okay, and that's where your dump hose hooks up to. You do get a telescoping ladder that's inside. That hooks on this hook up here, and you can access your roof easily. Just remember that the manufacturer states every 60 to 90 days you should inspect your roof, just to make sure there's no damage by low branches or road debris, no cracking or separation at any of the sealant where water could get through. You're just inspecting it. Odds are you won't have to do anything for years, but you don't know that for sure unless somebody goes up and looks. So that should be part of your regular maintenance. All right. And of course, there's the housing for the backup camera. Okay. So here we are inside. Let me get some lights in here. Okay. This is your 12-volt DC refrigerator. It's over here. It's got a compressor like your refrigerator home, but it runs on 12 volts. Your keys are hanging here. Now, your control panel is right here. Your power awning is here. Never leave the power awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in so it doesn't get damaged by the weather. Your slide is here, in and out, for your slide room. Your water pump is right here. Remember, the water pump's used to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. More lights here. This connect is for an app right there. And these are your tank levels and your battery levels here, okay? This is the Truma control. You're going to have to teach yourself how to use this basically. There are directions, but the best way to do it is look at the manufacturer's YouTube videos. But basically you're going to choose your RV power. This cylinder is gas and electric. That's the thermostat there, and you turn the knob to get to the different positions, right? Where you see down here, where you see this wrench, you can choose the power, whether you want 110 AC, whether you want LP gas or a combination of gas and electricity. They give you a lot of options. So you really have to, we'll go over some when you pick up, but you really have to read up on it to get a good understanding of it. It heats the water, plus it's a furnace, so 2-in-1. It's called a Truma Combi, C-O-M-B-I, and this is the Eco unit, ECO. So that's the one that you have in here. It's a good one. Your cooktop, obviously, 2 burners. Down here is, we talked about converting power, right? Well, this inverts power, right? Inversion is starting with 110 AC and converting it to 12 volt DC, just the opposite of inversion. So here you have your distribution center for AC power, like you have in your basement or in your house anyway. You got 110 AC circuit breakers here, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, and they're all labeled. Okay. Also, when you're plugged into shore power, this will charge your battery. So it charges your battery when you're plugged in. So basically, it's a distribution center for your AC power. It converts AC to DC power and charges your battery. And that's the power converter. Okay. This is your alarm for carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. So if it detects either one of those gases, it'll go off and let you know. All right. It also tells you if it beeps very slowly, it's telling you your battery's low. Okay. This is your solar controller right here. Of course, it has a solar panel on the roof. All you'll really use on this one is button B. So here we are at, let me just get through this here to the beginning. Okay, so we got 13 volts DC in the system, which is perfect. It'll go up to like 13.5, but 13.5. But 13 volts is just fine. You hit it again, and right now we're gaining 6.8 amps from the sun. You see the picture of the sun and the arrow pointing towards the panel. We're gaining 16.8 amps from sunlight and converting it to 6.8 amps and storing it in your battery. Okay, so that's something else is good to know how much power you're gaining. Now, when your batteries get totally topped off, there's no room for it, this will start to flash and it'll say FUL, and none of the buttons will respond. It's not broke, it's just telling you that it shut the panel down because there's no more room for storage. As soon as the power level drops, it'll go right back to your normal readout. 100% charged and amp hours. So like I said, 13.4 volts DC in the system and 6.8 amps being gained from the sun and stored in your battery. Those are the most important ones. There are some other features. There's an app and all that, but you can read up more about that. Those four screens that I just told you about, those are the most important, especially the amperage, or the 12 volt, the voltage, the DC voltage in the system, and the amp gain from the sun. Okay, wow. Okay, I got it out. It's very hot. This is your fan, range hood fan plus your light. So remember what I said about opening the vent on the outside if you want to vent your cooktop. Microwave looks like any other microwave. Your TV is it's an FM radio. It's got Bluetooth. 2 different speaker zones. A is inside the trailer, B is outside the trailer, so it's got a lot of different features. To get behind it, you look at this. Got some storage back there. Here we have remote and all your stuff here. In that packet, all your literature's in there. The Truma is under here in this compartment right there. You got to remove screws to get to it, just so you know. The Truma, your water pump, all that stuff is under there. Alright, this couch will jackknife flat so you can turn it into a bed. It also has a table that you can hook right to the front of it. These are this is your telescoping ladder. Okay. This is just a sensor for the HVAC system. Okay. As we go this way, you have a 4-speed fan. The sink and shower work pretty typically, except this has another feature. It's an eco feature. This is called a shower miser, right? What this is a water recirculating system. So the idea is while you're heating up the water, while you're heating up the hot water, it just loops it around in a circle from here to the water pump to the water heater, back around to here in a loop till it heats up. Once it heats up, this will change colors dramatically to more of a beigeish color, and that's when you know the water's hot. You can just turn it to regular operating position. But the idea is you don't waste perfectly good water heating it up, and you don't waste space in your gray storage tank by putting perfectly clean water in the storage tank that you don't need to. You're wasting your storage space as well as clean water. So like I said, it recirculates the water around in a loop, and once it changes color, you flip this lever here and it'll go to a regular shower mode. Always travel with this latched, always. It eventually will, somewhere along the line it will break if you don't have this latched this way, so keep that in mind. Just trying to get it there. Okay, so the toilet works like all travel trailer toilets in that it's got a flush pedal right here. It sits right over a gray tank, so you can't use it dry. By dry means with no chemical or water in it. So the idea is you're going to when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, you'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you'll step on the pedal, hold it down, water will come swirling out, right? And you'll step on that pedal long enough to put at least a gallon of water in the tank, along with the chemical. You can use more water than a gallon, just don't use less. Once you do that, you're all set till the next time you dump your black tank, okay? So if you don't put the water and the chemical in there, it'll be considered using it dry. If you use it dry, it'll get clogged up and the smell will be terrible. So you always want chemical and water in there before you start using it. And after you let's say you're going to stay at the campground for another week, but you have to dump your black tank. So you dump the black tank and then repeat that procedure. Dose of chemical and a gallon of water. Okay. All right. Let me see what else we have here. I think I've pretty much covered the bulk of it. Yes, I believe so. Got a skylight up there, obviously, and you got pretty large windows with accordion type blinds on them, so it's nice. Okay, so I want to thank you, and also, of course, your air conditioner works with these two knobs. One is temperature, which you have all the way as cold as it can go, and then you have 2 fan speeds and 2 air conditioning speeds. Okay, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof regularly. That should be part of your regular maintenance. Every 60-90 days, you just want to take a quick look, have somebody take a quick look, make sure everything's good. Right now, this is all the antifreeze has been purged out and replaced with fresh water, so it's all set for the camping season. Always make sure you fill your water tank, which in this case is the Thru tank. You fill that water heater tank before you turn it on, so you always have to make sure that you've hooked it up and filled it with water before you run it. Okay? Thank you very much.